Hey guys, welcome to Jash Outline. This video is about Redmi Note 8 Pro review. So let's get started.
Let me divide this review into 6 categories: hardware, display, software, performance, camera, and battery. Let's start with the hardware. This device is made up of Gorilla Glass 5 front and back, and with plastic frame around the sides of the device. The looks of this device is just incredible. I love the way this device looks and feels in the hands. The device looks awesome, especially in black and white color. On the whole, I can give the device 9 out of 10 rating in the hardware department. Let's get into the display category. The display comes with Redmi Note 8 Pro, has a water drop notch to accommodate the selfie camera, which is of 20 megapixel. The display is made up of IPS LCD panel which has a 1080p resolution, but the display calibration and color calibration is on point in this display. I had used this display for the long time on and off. I had never disappointed or felt bad about the display, but indeed I feel this display is really good for everyone. Playing games on this display gives you really good experience and you will love it. Watching YouTube videos, Prime videos, Netflix, etc. with the combination of bottom firing speaker, which are indeed loud and enough for most of the people. The media consumption on this screen with the speakers is really good and you can enjoy media content in this device. On the whole, I will give rating for this display around 8 out of 10 because it's not an AMOLED. That's the only reason I am giving 8 out of 10 for the screen. Let's get into the software. Redmi Note 8 Pro comes with MIUI 11 on Android 9 Pie, and it's not worst nor great software in the Android devices. The point is that you can use this software without any problems for the most of the times. You will have a lot of unnecessary apps which comes in this device pre-installed, but most of them can be uninstalled easily. It does comes with bells and whistles which you need and love in Android device, which is like dual apps, screen recording, call recording, and list goes on. The MIUI 11, which is the latest version of software on this device, works great and gives you a pleasant experience while using this device. But there is a problem in this UI, which is ads. These ads will bug you a lot and you will feel frustrated, but there is a 90% remedy for this problem. Whenever you take Redmi mobiles, the first thing you need to do is go into settings and turn off personalized ads and few more options related to ads. Apart from this, the software is really good and Redmi gives you lot of software updates on regular basis, which will fix a lot of problems and keeps UI experience smooth and fast. On the whole, I can give rating for this software, which is MIUI, is 7 out of 10. Let's get into the camera. Redmi Note 8 Pro has a quad camera system at rear and selfie camera at front. The primary lens is of 64 megapixel with aperture f1.8. The secondary lens is of 8 megapixel with aperture f2.2, which acts as a wide-angle lens. Third lens is of 2 megapixel, which used as a depth sensor. And the fourth lens, which is of 2 megapixel, used for macro photography. The selfie camera of Redmi Note 8 Pro is of 20 megapixel with aperture. I love the cameras on this device and they are really good and gives you really good pictures in daylight and normal light conditions. The 64 MP camera is really good and you can use it. By default, you will use 16 megapixel mode, which is really good for the most of the people. The 16 megapixel mode use pixel binning technology and it gives you great results. The default 16 megapixel mode is more than enough to get you really good pictures and you will love it. The dynamic range on this mobile is really good and gives you great results with the details and sharpness. The wide angle lens in this mobile can be called as good, but not that great. It gives you wide shots when you want it, but don't ask for the details in these pictures as the sensor of the wide angle lens is 8 megapixel. Usually when you take wide angle shots, it looks good on your mobile and that's what matters. But in low light, wide angle lens is not good. Don't use wide angle lens in low light. But I'm slightly disappointed in low light because it introduced a lot of noise in the pictures, and if we consider the price of the device, this can be easily tolerated. When you turn on the night mode, it mostly recover all the details and sharpness in the pictures and fill the lights where it mostly required, but it will not reduce the amount of noise in the pictures. This should be resolved using software updates. The macro lens in this device is of 2 megapixel and it's really good. It gives really good results if you know how to use it properly. Portrait shots on this mobile is quite good, but sometimes you need to maintain distance properly to get portrait shots, or else it will give you normal pictures. The edge detection and depth separation is pretty good, but it's not extraordinary. You can get pretty good portrait shots using front and back camera of this mobile. Look at some more pictures which I took using Redmi. Selfies come out pretty good most of the times and it gives pretty good details, but sometimes it smooths out the skin part on your face and makes you look little whitish in color, which is not actual color. Coming to the video department, it can shoot in 1080p and 4K. Both are good in daylight conditions. The quality of the video is really good, but if you shoot in 4K, there is no image stabilization or electronic stabilization. In 1080p you have electronic image stabilization. So here is the footage, take a look at it. On the whole, I can give rating for this camera like 8 out of 10 considering the price which we are paying for this device. Let's get into the performance department. This mobile comes with MediaTek Helio G90T processor with 6GB RAM, and this processor works like a charm. Throw anything at this processor, it will handle like a champ. Playing games, handling camera, multitasking, anything at this processor will handle without any sweat. I had played games on this device around 30 to 60 minutes and I had no heating issues. The response in the game while you're playing the game is really good. Let's get into the battery department. Battery on this device has a capacity of 4000 mAh and it's huge. In the box we get 18 watts fast charging brick to charge this huge battery, but it takes close to around 100 minutes to charge this device. The battery in this mobile comes for at least a day for heavy users, but if you are a moderate or normal user, then this device will last for 2 days at least. The battery optimization with the software in this device is really good and you won't have any problems regarding battery in this mobile. Now if it comes to the pros and cons in this device, the pros are hardware, camera, design and battery, and cons are software because of ads, or else it can be considered under pros. And the second con is display. I know I have told that it is a beautiful display, but in the market, few brands giving AMOLED display in this price category range. On the whole, for the price of 15k, the Redmi Note 8 Pro provides you great value, and I consider it one of the great mobiles in the category of 15 to 20k price segment.
So that's it guys for this video. If you like the video, do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel because much more content coming.